There is yet another deactivation cause on the rise for Instacart shoppers, and this one you may not be paying attention to, so I want you to be aware. I also want to address the video I put up Monday regarding your final messaging to your customer to use as a deterrent so that they will not report fraud against you. So many of you commented offering suggestions for modifications, and I want to go over those today because they are way better than the one I suggested. But first, hi everyone, it's Jen on the go. Welcome or welcome back to this channel. I want you to know that your presence here matters and is not lost on me. You guys, thank you for giving these videos a thumbs up, for sharing them, for commenting, your engagement, for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, let's go. There is another deactivation cause that is happening right now to Instacart shoppers, and that is misuse of their Instacart cards. We as shoppers often do not pay attention to what is happening at the register when we are checking out. This happened to one shopper who did a shop and then received this email that stated, "We are reaching out to you to inform you that Instacart has determined you have breached the terms of your independent contractor agreement and the full service shopper account guidelines. Consequently, your account has been deactivated and you will not be able to continue providing services through the Instacart platform." Yikes. Here's what happened with this shopper. And this could happen to you and it could happen to me. And in fact, it could have happened to me before and I just didn't pay attention. But this shopper stated that he was deactivated for the cashier ringing up 33 cases of water instead of 3. He also stated that he was watching the order being rung, probably halfway through, and he wasn't really paying attention to the water, which was rung first, assuming the cashier got the 3 cases, but she put in 33 cases. So that customer was charged for 33 cases of water. Oof, not good. Luckily for this shopper, though, quick thinking, when he received this email from Instacart, he immediately returned to the store and they refunded him. He had his receipt. Very important. He kept his receipt. He had his receipt, took it to the store. They refunded him 30 of the cases of the water because the customer got 3. Then he was able to email that receipt into Instacart support, trust and safety, and they then reactivated his account a few days later. And he stated, which I thought was funny, moral of the story is pay more attention at the register and do a little less talking. You guys, that could happen to any one of us. How many times have we been at the register, let our guard down, assuming the cashier is just doing everything she needs to do? But that could really get us into trouble. And Instacart is cracking down on the totals on the receipts not matching what the customer is charged. So really, do not let the ball drop when you're at the register. I'm telling you this because this could happen to any of us. Also make sure when you have your cases of water or your sodas on the bottom tray of your cart that your cashier is also scanning those, because if you're scanning those into the app and she's skipping scanning those into the register, then the customer will receive that water for free. So Instacart was charged, but the customer won't be charged. So just be very, very careful when it comes to that register. It is like quality control on steroids at that point. Not only do you have to make sure that everything is accounted for, you also want to make sure the bagging is perfect too. So this is the time not to relax. It's the time to lean forward and protect the integrity of that shop. So I wanted you to be aware because this is happening, and now that caused me to pay way more attention. Today when I was out there, I was literally making sure everything was being rung accordingly. Easy to happen. It can happen to any of us. I mean, that's a simple mistake. The cashier probably meant to hit 3, but she hit 33. Oh, it cost that shopper his account. That causes anxiety and stress needlessly. definitely continue to be friendly to your cashiers, because it's all about building those relationships and not being rude or disrespectful in any way. But you can be friendly and listening while you are hyper-focusing on those groceries being rung. So just pay extra attention at the register when it comes to that. The second thing I wanted to bring up regarding misuse of the card is not weighing your produce correctly, or even weighing it at all. I run into so many shoppers, and I actually watch shoppers who are grabbing their produce, and I see that they're not weighing it. I don't care. They can do what they want, but Instacart requires us to weigh this for a reason, and they want to make sure the customer is being charged accordingly in the app. So if they're asking for 2 pounds of grapes and you assume you're getting them 2 pounds of grapes, but it turns out to be 5 pounds of grapes, there's definitely a delta in that money. So you just want to really watch with how you weigh your produce, and you absolutely do have to weigh your produce. There's a lot of gray area about this with a lot of shoppers, but weigh your produce. I know it takes a couple extra seconds, but gather it all at once, put it in your cart, and then just hit that scale, and make sure when you're weighing, you are also as accurate as possible. This past Monday, I put a video up on how to deal with dishonest customers. And one of the suggestions was to send a message to the customer to be used as a deterrent so that they will not report fraud, meaning their groceries weren't delivered or there are missing items, just so that they can get their free groceries. The message, a lot of you commented to me in the comments below and also emailed me privately. Some of you liked it, and a lot of you were like, it's too harsh. You have to be very careful with that wording that you're using, because you could provoke a customer prior to even getting a rating at all. And I think that's smart and that is fair. Here is what the message I suggested stated. Your order is on your front step per your request. I've verified all items have been purchased and have taken photographs to verify all your items are accounted for and not damaged, so that Instacart has this on file. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure shopping for you today. Please stay safe. Again, a lot of you thought that rhetoric was way too harsh and could get me into trouble. I tweaked it down from another Instacart shopper who posted something similar, almost exact, on Facebook. And he stated he has had no problem at all since using this messaging. But I truly believe that I'm so excited that we're all here talking about this, because we need a universal, solid message that will not only be customer-centric, because the customer is first and it is all about how they are being treated, but also one that will protect us. So it's really difficult. There's a fine line between being too harsh or too soft. I think we need to be terse but kind, and I don't know. So everyone's all over the place. I do want to say this: do what you need to do and modify any message to meet your needs. So don't take everything that I say verbatim, just tailor it to make sure it works for you. I have been using this messaging all week, and since last weekend I've not gotten any pushback from it, but it doesn't mean I won't. I do want to, though, because I respect what you guys have to say so much, and we are only going to be strong together and figure this out together. So let's keep tweaking this message until we get it right. I want to share with you some of the suggestions you guys gave me, and if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I couldn't put everyone's suggestions in here because this video would be 100 minutes long. No, just kidding. But a few of your suggestions, and I want to know in the comments below what you think of these, because I do think it's important that we have a universal message that we can use. And I wish Instacart, you know how they give us an opening message to send our customers, and they give us 5 choices or so. I always go with the professional one. I wish they would also give us an ending message so that it is universal. Then we would not be in this position. So they need to figure that out for us. But in the meantime, we need to figure this out to make sure customers aren't going to pull a fast one over us. So if we can stop it at all, I think it's worth it. But again, we do need to be kind in our messaging and customer-centric. Here's what some of you suggested. This is from Judy. She suggests this message: your groceries have arrived, delicates and temp sensitive are up front, Have a great week. That's a good one. That's simple. It certainly doesn't say anything threatening to the customer, so I like that one. This is from another viewer, Harmony. She suggests this. Thank you, Harmony, and thank you, Judy. Due to an increase across the U.S. of fraudulent reports of missing or damaged orders or items, I have taken special care to ensure every item on the receipt is in front of your landing. Items are inspected for damaged and photographed. Rest assured that my services as your shopper, rest assured that I take my services as your shopper seriously, and your total satisfaction is my aim every time. Loved serving you today. See you next time. That's great. Again, other viewers are saying that's way too harsh. You're accusing the customer out of the gate, but I think it's protective. What do you guys think? Another viewer, Cagney, am I saying that right? Thank you. Here's what he is going to start doing. He suggests leaving a plastic bag with a few pieces of candy with the groceries and a Post-it note stating, "It was my pleasure being your personal shopper today. Thank you so much, and be safe." Keeping it short and simple, further stating that there's no way a customer could come at you for something that's simple and kind. So that would work too. What do you guys think? Another viewer, Kelly, suggests Post-it notes too. When the store is out of items, she'll send a message that the customer will read on their grocery bag. She states that this works. So she will use Post-it notes to write what items that weren't available and puts those right in her bag. A lot of people are using Post-it notes for that. What do you guys think? A viewer, Marky, states he prints off copies of a message that's similar to the one I suggested, and he leaves the hard copy at the doorway, and he has never had a problem since. I know per Instacart's policy, they do not want us leaving additional things with the groceries, but shoppers are. So I don't know. What do you guys think? And then the last one I wanted to share with you from a viewer, Anne, who states on her messaging, here is a photo showing your items have been delivered. Thank you for using Instacart. Be safe and have a great day. That's simple, short and sweet. So any of these would work, but I really do want to work together with you guys to keep crafting this until we get it 100% right and we have a universal message we could all use. So thank you. Keep your comments, your suggestions coming for this, because I do think, again, the holidays are approaching. People are going to continue to fraud the system. Theft is at an all-time high. So let's try to get a message that will work for everybody. But in the meantime, use whatever messaging that works for you. These are all suggestions. So I thank all of you for, again, every single suggestion. And if I didn't list yours on here today, doesn't mean I didn't read it. So thank you. I'm going to leave you all with that. In a video coming up, I really want to do a Q&A. So in order to prep for that, if you want to know anything about anything regarding Instacart or personally or whatever, I'm happy to answer those questions. So if in the description box on this video, if you can just ask me a question, I'm going to answer all of your questions in a video coming up, hopefully next week if I get enough questions. So yeah, thank you for that. I hope everyone is having a great week, hitting your numbers, and I thank you for everything. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your help on this video with that message that I just want to get it right, because I don't want to offend a customer, that's for sure. I just want to make sure that we're all being treated fairly. So that's it for now. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be Sunday. In the meantime, know that I believe in you, I admire you, and I love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.